Raghav was a man who tried many times to build a better life, but kept failing again and again. First, he started a small tea stall near the bus stand, hoping people would stop by for a hot cup of tea, but customers were few, and the stall closed within months. Then he tried to run a small mechanic shed, but he could not earn enough to continue, and that business also failed. After that, he opened a mobile repair shop, thinking it would finally work, but competition was too high, and that shop also had to shut down. Because of all these failures, people in his neighborhood started calling him Try and Fail Raghav, and though their words hurt him deeply, he still silently hoped that one day something would change. But the worst moment came when his third shop got sealed by the landlord because he could no longer pay rent. Raghav stood there looking at the lock on the shutter, his eyes filled with disappointment, thinking maybe he was destined to fail forever. He walked home with heavy steps, believing he had disappointed everyone, including himself. That night, on the terrace of his small rented house, he sat quietly, staring at the lights of the city, feeling lost and defeated. His wife Mira came to him with 2 cups of tea and sat beside him without saying anything at first. She finally told him gently that people who try always face failures, but those failures do not mean the end. She reminded him that many successful people had fallen many times before they achieved their dreams. She said, "You failed because you tried. People who never try never fail, but they also never grow. One day, one of your tries will be the one that changes everything." Her soft words gave Raghav a tiny spark of hope, something he had not felt for a long time. A week later, while walking through the market, he saw an old man struggling to push a broken cart with a damaged wheel. Without thinking twice, Raghav bent down to help him. Using just a screw, a small piece of wire, and even a coin as a temporary washer, he fixed the wheel so neatly that the cart started moving smoothly again. The old man's eyes widened with surprise as he said, "Beta, you fixed this better than many mechanics. You have magic in your hands." But Raghav laughed sadly and said he had failed in every business he tried. The old man shook his head firmly and said, "No, Beta, you failed in business, not in skills. Skills are more powerful than business." These words hit Raghav's heart like a bright flash of truth. All his life, he had tried different businesses, but one thing had always come naturally to him: repairing things. Machines spoke to him in a way people never noticed. That night he told Mira, "I want to try once more, but this time I want to do something that matches my true skill." Mira smiled and said she would support him no matter what. Raghav had only 1,200 rupees left, not enough to open a new shop or buy many tools. But failure had already taught him how to be creative. He found an old and used cycle repair stand near the roadside. He cleaned it, polished it, and put a small wooden board on the front. Using leftover paint, he wrote, "Raghav repairs anything." People laughed at the sign and teased him, saying, "Repair your failures first, or he's trying again. He will fail again." But Raghav ignored all the negative voices. Day after day, he sat at his small roadside stand repairing anything that came his way: old pressure cookers, broken fans, rusty bicycles, mixers that would not run, clocks that had stopped for years. He repaired everything with patience, honesty, and passion. Slowly, people noticed something special. Raghav did not just fix machines, he brought them back to life. His hands had skill, his mind had creativity, and his heart had kindness. Word spread around the market, and soon more people started coming to him. Some brought items that mechanics had given up on, believing they could not be repaired, but Raghav repaired them too. In just 6 months, he saved enough money to rent a small workspace. He added more tools, learned new techniques, and improved his service every day. Within a year, he hired 3 helpers because the number of customers kept growing. Within 3 years, he opened a full shop named Raghav Multi-Service Center, which became known for fixing even the toughest machines. Newspapers wrote about him, calling him the man who succeeded by never giving up. One evening, after closing his shop, a young boy asked him, "Uncle, how did you become so successful?" Raghav smiled gently, looked at the boy with kindness, and said, "Beta, Success did not come after my failures. Success came because of my failures. Every time I failed, I learned something. Every time I fell, I became stronger. I am not standing here because I never broke. I am standing here because every time I broke, I rebuilt myself. The boy nodded, understanding the simple truth that failures were not the end, but a step toward success. Raghav walked home that evening with gratitude in his heart, knowing that the long journey of falling, learning, and rising had shaped him into who he was. My friends, failure is not the end. It is a lesson. Every time you fall, you get a chance to rise stronger. Those who keep trying, no matter how many times they fail, are the ones who finally succeed.